Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Tonight it's just a short flight with Spirit Airways. We're flying from Las Vegas all the way over to Los Angeles. It's such a long flight. It's a whole 20 minutes long, or 25 minutes, something like that. It's a very short flight tonight, so it should be good fun. Just some low airways, clear skies, not too much to surprise us, hopefully. So we'll jump in the cockpit, get the aircraft set, and we'll get on our way. Okay, I've already set up most of the systems, so the batteries are all on, the external power is all set. Let's not start the APU just yet, actually. I just want to turn this dome light down a tiny bit, because it is very bright. Just a little bit better. I'll run you through the flight plan very quickly, so if I just go to the flight plan mode, you can see here our waypoints. So if we just, oh, not that way, we'll scatter through this way. Very, very short. It's one of the shortest flight plans I probably ever will file, like, on this channel, because I don't like doing super short flights, but this is a quite famous route, so I thought, well, this evening it might be nice to just have a little fly around, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, that's already done. Most systems already checked, so we're going to go ahead and start the APU. Here we go. It's quite warm tonight as well. What is it? 25 degrees? 24 degrees? Something like that. What do I find temperature on this thing? I don't know. Maybe it's not in it yet. Anyway, cruising altitude. Well, I say cruising altitude. We barely cruise in this flight, but the highest altitude we're set is 16,000. So we'll plug that in. It is very, very, very low. Okie dokie. So on. Turn the APU bleeds off, get rid of the external power. Okay. We are actually more or less ready to get going, so I won't really waste as much time. We need to just turn these off. I should have done that a second ago. Okay, all these. APU is on, external power is disconnected. Right. Okay, we'll turn the dome light off then and we'll get going. Wow, that cockpit lighting's really nice. What do I want to do? I want to turn the beacon light on. And I want to shift P. That's what I want. Say that little truck needs to move. There goes the air bridge. Okay, very good. We'll go to the starter switch and we will release the parking brake. And there we go, pushback has begun. Starting engine 1. Just go to the top of this. Go. Taking off from runway 25 right, I believe, is the correct... No, 26 right, sorry. I'll turn the terrain radar on. Oh, it's the Martians. Okay, let's spin us round to the left. May have overshot that slightly. It's actually not. Okay, we'll stop it here. Engine 1 is stabilised. Let's go to engine 2. just noticed we are rolling because I forgot to do the parking brake. Anyway, flaps 1, speed brakes armed. Max auto brake. Landing lights, taxi light. We can go ahead and turn the APU bleeds off. Ding 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 ding. All good, good, good. Engine 2 is stabilized. Turn that down a tiny bit. Go a little bit higher so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Let's get on our way. We'll do a final check when we get to the runway. It may have been a good idea in hindsight. Oh no, never mind. This map actually shows the whole the whole airport layout. Oh, that's interesting. What I can't tell, however. Okay, yeah, this is the taxiway. Okay, good. I thought this bit where we're going right now was taking us straight onto one of the actives, but turns out there is a taxiway just next to it. Yeah, the active is just there. Okay, we don't want to go there just yet. Expecting a lot of very pretty night lighting tonight. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this little flight. I'm really looking forward to seeing Los Angeles all lit up. That I hear looks really good in this sim. I haven't flown over it yet, so we're in for a bit of a treat tonight. It's not this right, it's the right after it. Or is it? Am I lying? No, I'm not. It is the right after this one. Okay, what I am going to do is, I know that technically you wouldn't do this, but I am going to turn those lights off because they are quite blinding on my monitor. It'll also be nice to see the night lighting really shine. Okay, we'll turn the flight directors on. We'll set the heading in a minute. Flaps are down, engines are good, starter switch is off, speed brakes on, park brake off. Everything looks good. Nothing stands out. Slow down here for a second, and we will turn the strobe lights on, the wing lights on, landing lights, dome light is off. Okay, let's get going. Clear on the approach. runway is clear. Bit of a strangely lit airport or runway. Anyway, okay. Go to 50% power and toga. Forward to the stick. Knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate of climb. Oh, not that. Gear up. I want to look up. I want to see all the night lighting. Throttle down. Set climb. Autopilot can come on. Now that's really interesting, is I don't know why those have come on. There we go. That should give me the speed we need. Oh, that was strange. Okay, we can go ahead and retract the flaps. Wow. I wish there was an easier way to access the passenger cameras, because the passenger view is one of the best things to view in a flight simulator. It's always cool to look like a passenger when you're on an aeroplane. Okay. Climb thrust is set. Flaps are up, spoilers are in. I don't know why those deployed, but they did. All throttles on, autopilot is good. Altitude is set. Then we've got an altitude restriction here. Where are we heading? We're going to... we're at Rupper. Okay, Borch. Borch needs to be at 79,000. Oh no, the autopilot decided me to go higher. Okay. I won't complain. It is a bit oddly lit, I will be honest, how this sort of lighting sort of ends, but I don't know, maybe when we get too close to the city it will look a little bit better, because I heard some people saying that the lighting looks like it does just sort of end. I mean, in one sense it is true, lights in a city do just stop when the city stops, but I don't know, I've never had time to really scrutinise it. I'll leave it to people who are smarter than me to deal with. Okay, we'll turn those lights on now. Landing lights can come off. Wing lights off. we are already at our cruising altitude. It's very low indeed. But the flight is not very long. I think, yeah, can I fit the whole thing? Yeah, I can fit the whole flight plan into, what was that, 320 nautical miles. Oh, it's crazy. What I am going to do is up the speed a bit though. Just so we can really get moving. I know of all flights this is not one you need to rush exactly, but just want to stay on the safe side. Safe side of speed. Okay. Looking good. Right. I was going to say, I would usually at this point say, well, I'll talk to you at the top of climb. Well, we're at the top of climb. I would usually give you a cruising, a little, I'll tell you about what's going on with the cruise, while we're there. So much to say, really. The top of descent is not far at all now. In fact, I think, yeah, the top of descent is only 2 waypoints away. We've got this airway coming up in a second. That's our cruising airway, and then we come down halfway in it. So, yeah, I'll leave you with some cinematics, and then I'll talk to you when we're on the arrival of Los Angeles, which I think may... Oh no, it's the sun. I thought that was night lighting over there from the city, but it's not. It's a really nice red sky from the sun. Okay, I'll leave you some cinematics, and I'll talk to you guys soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, you join me on our descent now, which became quite rapid for a moment, of having lots of autopilot troubles. It's crashed the game, so I had to restart the sim and take off, reprogram everything and come back to where we left off. So we're back en route now. We've just descended to 10,000. The flight plan gets a little bit tricky to understand in places. So a minute ago the autopilot decided it wanted to land immediately and thought, well, let's go down to 0 feet, and I thought, well, that's just going to end in floods of tears. So I've had to program it all manually now, so it's going to be an interesting approach for a flight that should be really easy. It's going to be quite a complex approach, so we'll see what happens. It should be fine. We've just cleared this mountain range, or we are still clearing the mountain range. I was very scared of leaving the autopilot to work that out, because a second ago that was all red, and I was like, oh god, we want to be a little bit higher. So in a second we will descend to 8,000, I think we need to be. Oh no, 10,000 we need to stay at Kendall, or Kendall, and then we need to descend to 8,000 before the end of this airway. So yeah, then we'll fit 6,000 and then 4,000, and then excessive height for some reason, and 3,000, and then 1,000, So I think we need to intercept at 2,500. Okay. Should be okay. Keyword should be. Okay, once we get past Kendall, we will engage the landing lights and everything. Because I think it's America where the transition is 10,000. I think. I'm really not sure. Someone's gonna have to let me know. From the last video, I got a good comment saying what the A floor was. So apparently, I didn't notice this. I was too busy focusing on what was in front of me and the weather and the rain in the last video that I didn't see that I was about to hit my stall speed. And apparently, the A floor function in the A320 is like an emergency speed up if you are hitting a stall speed. So I will try my very best not to do that when we land in LA. So, thank you very much for that comment. Only 7.5 nautical miles now from Kendall. Do then just while we get there, we'll set the auto brakes to we'll set them to low actually, because LAX has a very long runway. Okay, set the auto brakes to low, the speed brakes are armed, we'll get ready to drop flaps in a second. Landing lights will come on in just a moment as well. Yeah, that's it. Okay, about to pass Kendall, and then we need to descend to 8,000. I really do hope that Microsoft listens to the amount of complaints and problems. Yeah, not so much complaints, the issues with the autopilot at the moment. I know that from the beta, the autopilot was absolutely atrocious. It just had a mind of its own, just wanted to run away. I think KLAX has just come into view now, over here. But yeah, I do hope... Oh no, that can't be right. No, KLX is in front of us. It's over here. But yeah, I do hope that they sort it out, because it is very irritating to have autopilot that doesn't function properly. Anyway, we've got 20 nautical miles right now, and at Padro, 6,000. And then we go to 4,000 at Lahab. And then 3,000 at Shell. And then decel points here. What flap have we got? We're already at flaps 2, so I think we'll just leave it there for the moment. And then we'll punch out flaps 3. Maybe not. No, decel. No. Hold on. I need to rethink that game. We'll punch out flaps 3 here, flaps 4 here, landing gear down, and then the ILS in. Oh, I need to bring that speed down to about 170. Because we're getting very close to the overspeed limit every time we go down. Is that LAX starting to render? I think it might be. We'll go ahead and turn that on now. Oh, there we go. Yep, good timing. If by chance this starts to come in earlier, before we get here, I might arm the localizer then. So we don't have to make those crazy turns. I mean, we're gonna have to make those 2 turns anyway. Just oh yeah, there's the airport. Yeah. We'll get past here. We'll get around here, and then I'll on the localizer. I don't want to do it too early, otherwise the autopilot might freak out. And 3,000 at Shell. There is not enough time there to get to 3,000, not by a million miles, so... Oh god. We'll go to 4,000 now, please. Oh no, the glide slope actually comes in here. Oh, the glide slope is literally coming in here. Okay. Right, well, I'm arming the localizer now. If the plane likes it or not. There we go. Okay, good. Because that is ridiculous over there. Right, gear down. Speed brakes are armed. That glide slope will be coming down pretty soon. I don't know my LA geography that well, but isn't the city centre like... Isn't it here somewhere? Oh, here it is. Would like to visit LA one day. Apparently it's a really cool place. I'm going to arm the approach because, or maybe not just yet. I'm keeping a very sharp eye on everything. Okay, well, I'm on the approach. Hopefully it'll capture the glide slope. Yep, GS is in here. Ooh, come on, I want my speed back though. Okay, glide slope is captured. Making our turn towards the runway. So we're landing ILS 25 right, which is the second. I dare say second runway. If people are saying this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, I'll get angry because it clearly goes 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's coming from the other direction, but I know they have numbers, but you know what I mean. It's got 4 runways. Okay. Good. We are on final. All the lights are on, looking very good. The auto brakes are set. Thrust levers are doing their own thing. Terrain radar on. I'm hoping it's going to shoot past 4,000, not do what it did last time and just stop and let the glide slope carry on going down. That was that wasn't in a video, by the way. That was just me flying when I was learning to fly the 320. When I plugged in a value and it was following the glide slope, and then for some reason it just stopped when it got to the altitude hold. And I was like, okay, well, see you later, glide slope. Coming down to 3,000 now. Quite excited to see all this airport all lit up, because this is one of the handcrafted airports. You will notice that when we left Vegas, that the airport wasn't lit very well. I mean, it was lit, but it doesn't have any of the floodlights, which are a big thing at airports. This one does, so the airport looks really realistic, which is a really good thing to have in a flight simulator, is realism.
2,500.
2,500, I will take manual control. Oh, this is such a relief from the previous video where we were just going flying left and right, up and down, 8th floor kicking in, using up half of Heathrow's runway. If you want to see more flights in America, let me know. Let me know of any good popular routes. Because I don't know many flights around America. I mean, I know some of the basic ones. You know, this one I know. You want from San Diego into here. Apparently, is a very good route. Flown that a couple of times in X-Plane. But if there are any good American routes, let me know. Same goes the rest of Europe and anywhere else. Frame rate's getting a little bit juddery in places, but it's not too bad. Trying to chase that glide slope a little bit more. We're a little left as well. Oh, sorry, we're a little bit to the right. I need to turn a little left is what I meant by that. Ooh. Got a bit of a headwind, which is nice. Slowed me down a little bit on my way in. Apart from the last two flights when we had a tailwind both times, crosswinds blowing us everywhere but the runway.
500.
500 above, continue. This frame rider has come off. We'll manually take it down now. Nice and easy.
400. 300. 200. 100. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
That was better landing. Reverse is green. Under 80. Manual braking. Send the reversers off and come off here. Oh gosh, jumping up a bit high there. literally straight into the terminal, aren't we? Okay, we'll just stop here for a moment and do a quick tidy up. Okay, well the flaps are... bring those in. Lock those. Landing lights off. Strobes off. And wings off. That needs to stay on. Okie dokie. Let's also throw one floodlight on and we'll start the APU. Okay, let's go find a gate. I know there are proper ways that you have to, like, you know, pick a gate to go to and stuff, but, you know, I can't be bothered with it. I'd like doing that sort of thing with real ATC on sim networks. It's just when you're using the AI thing and you have to keep calling up the weird taskbar where it's like, you know, drop down menu and select what you want to do, it just gets a bit annoying. So it's just like, oh, I'll pick my gate. I have flown my plane. The least I can do is pick my own gate. Then we'll go for the one that was I just saw on my right. Yeah, that one there will do. Oh, never mind. There's a thing on the road. Okay, well, we won't go for that one then. We'll go for this one. You can see what I mean with the big floodlights. It just gives the airport a bit more lighting, makes it look a bit nicer. Straighten up a little bit better. And we'll stop here. All good. Puck brake on. Engines off. APU power on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. Welcome to Los Angeles. Let's just turn all these off. Well, it's the first decent landing we've had on this channel. Right, let's go ahead and get our passengers off. Ground services. Turn Los Angeles ground. Oh, no. Ground services, please. Jetway connection. We'll go catering. Baggage. And power supply, why not? We don't need refueling, so we're not going anywhere. Yes, you have permission to open my door. Scares me every time I see that. Right, wonderful. We can quickly turn this light off as well now. Oh, my mouse has died. Oh, come on, don't die now. No! I can't see what I'm doing without my mouse. Oh, well, that's what you always want, isn't it? You always want your mouse to die at the exact moment you don't need it to die. Oh well, we'll stick at that view for the moment then. So that was our little evening flight from Vegas to Angeles. Play on word, haha, great joke. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll be flying again very soon. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on local developments and what flights we will be planning to do. So stay tuned for more flight sim videos from Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's all from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.